Today is like the perfect fall, foggy, cozy day. It is gloomy. And so what we do every year is we have a fall fest. Just my husband and I make fall treats, we watch fall movies, we eat chili, we do like little fall snacks, we have a few fall drinks, like we celebrate fall. Hey everyone, welcome to Semi-Homesteading with Abby. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. I am happy you're here, and I have some very, very exciting news for today. We woke up this morning and we looked outside, and let me show you the view outside. It is gloomy. The high is like 55. We are very excited that it is fall weather. It's now into September, and usually Colorado is still pretty hot in September, but there's like these little glimmers of fall that start showing up. And today is like the perfect fall, foggy, cozy day. And so what we do every year is we have a fall fest, just my husband and I, where we celebrate basically the kickoff of fall. We make fall treats, we watch fall movies, we eat chili, we do like little fall snacks, we have a few fall drinks, like we celebrate fall. So we woke up this morning and we looked outside and we're like, is it time for Fall Fest? And we hadn't really prepared, so what my husband is doing right now is he is going to Michael's to get a lot more fall decorations because we just moved into this house. It's way bigger than our previous condo, so we need some more fall decorations. I did a grocery order for all of our fall meal items that I'm going to be making, so those should be getting delivered in about an hour and a half or so. So while he's at the store, I'm gonna tidy up the house to get it ready for our Fall Fest and our decorations and stuff. So I'm gonna go put laundry away and then kind of tidy up the kitchen because it's kind of a mess right now. So I'm just gonna quickly speed up doing the laundry and stuff, and then I'm gonna show you all the festivities we have today. And Fall Fest is like my favorite day of the year, so I cannot wait to get it started. So let's get going, because the sooner we put away the laundry and clean the kitchen, the sooner we can kick off Fall Fest. Okay, everything is pretty cleaned up. I need to put my iPad away, but other than that, the kitchen is clean and ready for Fall Fest. And then we have this little cute carrier. I wanted to put like the big glass bottles of Cokes in there, but we have to go to Costco, I think, to get those. My husband went to like a work event that crafted things. I think it's called Upstairs Circus. And so he made this. It's so cute for like hold bottles and then open them. So I thought it was like a little cute fall thing that we can kind of have out as our decor. And then later this weekend, I'll get the glass bottle, so it actually makes sense since there's a bottle opener on it. So my husband is about to get home with more decorations. We're gonna decorate, and then the groceries I think are on their way, so we can start making things. I'm excited to get started. So while I'm waiting for him to get home, let's go over the menu. So for lunch, we're doing like deli meat and Havarti sandwiches, like ham and Havarti, with Joanna Gaines' cheesy country potato soup, it's called. So that's for lunch. And then we always do a snack of this block of cream cheese and a can of beanless chili, and you mix it up, and it's like a dip for Doritos, and that is like my favorite food almost ever. For dinner, we were doing a chili with just a side of like toast or bread. And then my husband found some recipe for like an apple ginger sangria. And also there's like an apple cider sort of drink that we're gonna have. Oh, we're also doing pumpkin bread. My family does like a little home church thing every Sunday. And so we're gonna bring over a loaf of pumpkin bread to them for that tomorrow. We have a lot of baking, a lot of cooking. And then what we do is we watch a lot of fall movies. This is my favorite part of Fall Fest because we sometimes like don't watch fall movies until Fall Fest, and I have just been really wanting to watch You've Got Mail, and that is like our big finale, like fall New York movie, and I'm so excited to watch it. So we watched that, we watched Hoosiers. Fantastic Mr. Fox is like kind of a background as we're like doing things, so that'll probably be what we watch first. And then the other one is, oh, October Sky. So all those are our fall movie lineups, and it should last till tonight when we're eating all of our snacks. So it's gonna be a good day. He's here. Okay, here's all of our decorations, and we have a bunch more in the basement. So I try to be minimalist in my every day-to-day life, but as you can tell, we're not minimal with decorations. And I think that's how it should be. So it's 10:30. I think we are going to decorate for, hopefully it doesn't take that long, maybe 45 minutes. And then we're gonna start our movies and food. Once the dip was on the stove and I just had to stir it a little bit, I started the soup. So this is, again, Joanna Gaines's soup in her Magnolia Table cookbook. It was absolutely delicious, and it's really not that hard of a recipe. It just requires a little bit of chopping. You know, you chop 3 carrots, 3 stalks of celery, and it called for 6 potatoes. However, I only used 4 because the grocery delivery only brought me 4, and it was more than enough potatoes. Like, I probably wouldn't have even wanted to add the other 2. So just keep that in mind. You know, you can go really potato heavy with it, but you don't have to, and 4 seemed to really be totally okay. So as you can see, as I am finishing up the soup preparations, cutting the potatoes, putting it in the pot to bring it up to a simmer, all that kind of stuff, my husband is starting to prep the sangria that we'll have later. So he got a recipe that has like apple brandy, apple cider, Pinot Grigio, and then you put pears and apples into the mixture and let it kind of marinate for a little while. And that turned out to be very, very delicious that we had that afternoon. This is also when I started preparing the bacon for the bacon crumbles to put on top of the soup. I was able to just put a few pieces in the air fryer for about 15 minutes and it worked great. Okay, so we have the soup cooking up. We have the dip done and I'm gonna make paninis to go with the soup. So I kept having a weird thing happen here where the air fryer kept turning off and I was confused and the panini was taking a long time. I realized that I had blown a breaker on the back wall and I had to move the air fryer over to a different outlet on the island. So I don't know what happened there. As you can see, it's over there to the left, but eventually we got it working, you know, without the breaker blowing, and so I got my paninis all cooked, but I realized my soup wasn't done yet, so immediately after taking the paninis off, I had to just put them in a warm oven to keep them nice and toasty while the potatoes actually got a little softer. I misestimated the time a little bit, but the bacon turned out very, very crispy, just like I wanted for the bacon crumbles, and then after a little bit, I was able to plate up and we were able to eat our delicious fall lunch. So after lunch, it was time to start watching The Hoosiers, one of my favorite movies. And my husband made us pumpkin spice lattes from scratch, which was quite impressive because it tasted amazing. So as he started prepping the chili for that night, I started cross-stitching. I have a cross-stitching business with one of my best friends where we run an Etsy store and make patterns and things. We do challenges every couple weeks, and so I decided it was time to get working on mine. We both were tasked with making a pumpkin spice latte design, so I thought it was very fitting with the fall theme to cross-stitch that while I was drinking my own homemade pumpkin spice latte. So I did that for a few hours, and then it was time to watch October Sky, and we broke out a glass of the sangria that had been kind of marinating. I don't know if that's the right word for sangria, but it had been prepping in the fridge for a little bit. It was delicious, and look at how cute Mick is watching our movies with us. He was such a good boy that day. Okay, I'm making progress on my cross-stitching, so I just did like some cream for the cup, added a little pumpkin on the label, and then I had to take a break to do some dishes because we were kind of in between meals and we needed some dishes for, you know, chili, and I don't want my kitchen to be fully a mess. So as Jason is making the chili and chopping up all of his stuff, I continue to do my cross-stitching. I was very determined to finish today because, you know, this is a little tiny 4-inch hoop, very cute and very quick. So I really liked this design and I'm happy with how it turned out. Okay, so far Fall Fest has gone amazingly well. The one thing is that I filled up kind of a lot on snacks, and so I haven't actually had a chance to eat like that much of the lunch soup or the chili. I saved them so I can eat them tomorrow more, but from the taste I had, everything tasted really good. Now I'm gonna go make the pumpkin bread for a little snack tonight and for tomorrow, and then we are gonna watch You've Got Mail as our final hoorah, and that is a wrap for Fall Fest. Hello everyone, it is the next morning and I just wanted to come on and do a little wrap up to this video, a little recap of Fall Fest. It ended up being, I think, one of the best Fall Fests we've had yet. Sometimes the day seems like it's going by way too fast during these, but this year it was like nice and steady. We were able to watch the amount of movies that we wanted to. We added 12 Mighty Orphans into the rotation, which is like some big news. We had extra time, so we also watched that one. I didn't show you a lot of the chili making process, mostly because it was all kind of while I was cross-stitching and editing this video and doing other things. So the chili was delicious, but my husband made the entire thing. He also made those pumpkin spice lattes. He used actual pumpkin puree and pumpkin spice. So those were delicious. So Colorado has a really, really short fall. Basically it's like summer one day and then all of a sudden it's winter and it's back to 80 degrees again today. So I'm glad we did it yesterday, but I am hoping that I can do some more fall based videos throughout the season because it's just my favorite season, but it's so short here. And next year I am very much hoping that I will be able to grow my own pumpkins on my own land. So didn't have time this year, but just wait for next year for that one. That is all for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe for more semi-homesteading and homemaking videos. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.